Hi, I'm Brad Schneider, and this is the historic Bowstring Bridge at Sandy Lee Watkins Park. A lot of cool stuff happened at the park. We're going to be grading and paving the gravel road that goes through the park. We're also going to be building some new permanent bathrooms soon, all to enhance the experience for visitors here. But you know, in fact, there's a lot of cool things happening all across Henderson County. And hopefully this video illustrates some of that and also let you meet the people who are making it happen for Henderson County government. There's a lot of momentum here in Henderson County. You could say we are on the move, and now, so am I.
And I enjoy getting to be out in the community, talking to people, encouraging people to come out and vote. Now that we have 7 large vote centers, it's great because people can go to any of the locations depending on where they are within the community that day. We used to have 45 precincts. Recently, in the last year, we've worked on consolidating those precincts down to 28. And so it makes things a little bit easier. We strive to have safe and efficient elections. We want the people to have a pleasant experience whenever they come to any of our vote centers.
I wanted to be in law enforcement from a really young age, but I didn't always make the best choices due to a lot of the things that I went through in my childhood and in my teenage years. I've been on the other end and I know what it's like, so I try to treat people and handle people's complaints, incidents, issues, assaults, wrecks the same way that I would want someone to handle mine, you know, with respect. Now looking back, I don't think that there's another job that I could do that would give me as much fulfillment that this one has. Because what other job can you do where you can actually save somebody's life? Or, you know, and it's not always sunshine and rainbows. You know, it kind of comes full circle growing up or being a regular citizen and then stepping up and getting into that law enforcement role to where you're taking on the responsibility of, you know, this is my community, it's been my community, and now it's my job to protect that community and not just my house or my neighbor's house. But it's nice to know that I can be that person to each person in this town. You know, it gives you a sense of pride that, you know, you grew up here, you were raised here, you know these streets, you know these buildings and a lot of the people. And our hometown is a really great place to raise a family, and it's a really good town. To me, I don't want to let anybody down. You know, I want to leave them knowing that I did my job to the best of my ability, and I want to be professional and fair at the same time.
I've been with Henderson County for just over 6 years. I've been on transports for about 4. Henderson County is one of the federal holds. The marshals would reach out to us and tell us, you know, that they've got some inmates that need to either be relocated or picked up, new arrests off the streets. There's only certain county jails in the state that run those types of programs. Those programs will help those inmates lessen their sentence, or it might be something that the judge requires them to do before they're released and back into society. So when we get there, the facility is ready for us, and all we need to do is generally either fill out a body receipt or a remand, get our inmate, make sure that they're patted down, shackled up, secure them in the vehicle, and head on back to the jail. When you get back to the Sally Port with inmates in the vehicle, we would secure our equipment, and then we would proceed to getting the inmates out of the vehicle. And this is also kind of a newer development with our facility, is we have a body scanner now. We will take them into that room where they would get searched out, put them through the body scanner, and then from there they would go to booking, and booking will get them booked into the facility. We always just try to assume that they're all just as dangerous as the rest and just continue on, treat every single one of them exactly the same.
So I've been doing this job for almost 19 years. The only one that does the job, so I do answering all my own calls, permitting, plan review, inspections, investigating complaints on public nuisance properties. You know, a lot of people make a comment, you know, I thought when you lived in the county you can do whatever you want, but you know, our county has a zoning ordinance and public nuisance ordinance that We don't expect people to manicure it like a golf course, but just keep the property mowed and keep the trash put up and be a good neighbor. So when I do my inspections, I look for things that the code requires and make sure that the builder is building it to code, which is the way the homeowner and consumer gets a nice, safe structure that's going to last them, hopefully their lifetime. I like to give everybody good news all the time. Sometimes in my job, you have to get bearer of bad news. With Pratt building in Henderson, creating a lot of new high-paying jobs. We've had a few other industries, expand. Hopefully we'll help more people be able to afford nice new homes. And last month, we had 3 new homes for the month. And, they're on average over $500,000 a piece for the estimated cost of construction. Each time a new house is built, it really stimulates the economy.
Well, when I interviewed, I was told that they hadn't had a female driver or road department person in 16 years. I enjoy my job. I've worked for the state road department, and now I'm with the county. I've been here for 2.5 years, and this is by far the best job I think I've ever had. I'm the only female on the road department that drives a truck. But all the guys have pretty much accepted me for who I am, and we all get along. And I mostly, haul dirt for Mike. We usually ditch or clean out around culverts. There are times when I haul rock to spread on gravel roads. We put in pipes. We've poured concrete. We've replaced gutters. We've hung up a sign down at the farmer's market. We kind of just do a little bit of everything. We're Jack and Jills of all trades. So I'm not always in a truck. Guys they're funny because they get mad and yell and whatever, and then they're over it. It's a lot different than working with a bunch of women.
The role of EMA is we're pretty much a liaison between local, regional, state, and federal resources. We are the coordinating agency that works with all of our police, fire, EMS, local government. We organize responses for all types of emergencies. That preparedness piece is probably our main process. We use a lot of drone assets because information is critical. We'll use that drone to assist us with the overhead management of a scene, whether we're talking about a search and rescue operation, tornado aftermath, and we've even helped with local law enforcement when they get people that run off. So we put drones up to help look for fugitives and some of these manhunts and things like that. It's a very good tool to have, and it's one of those things that it's hard to do without it once you get it. It's kind of like cell phone, what do we do all those years without cell phones? And then now that we've got them, what do we do without them? We started creating last year a plan that is being adopted by the state to be the actual drone program for the entire state of Kentucky, coming right out of Henderson, so pretty proud about that.
All of that adds up to trying to be as ready as we can to serve Henderson and the area when needed. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, so we know that and we try to stay on top of it.
The best thing about working at the county attorney's office is working with all the other departments of the county. Day to day, I get to work with the clerk's office, sheriff's office, codes enforcement, the third floor folks, road department. Seems like every day is a new challenge with something to take care of and handle on behalf of the county. Biggest focus that we have is that we want to be firm but fair when we come to prosecution and finding what justice is. Of course, we prosecute crimes in district court up until the preliminary hearing before they're passed on the Commonwealth Attorney's Office. But we do so much more. The things that the County Attorney's Office deal with on a day-to-day basis in that division affect folks going through a ton of problems. One of the great benefits I get from this job is to be able to help property owners of Henderson County. When someone falls behind on their taxes, they risk a third-party purchaser coming in, buying those taxes and charging them significant fees. My office works right now with about 75 people or so day-to-day, taking payments, protecting that property from any enforcement by those folks, to protect the property owner and let them keep their property In fiscal year 24, just with payment plans alone, I think our office was able to collect almost $240,000. I'm pleased to report that all 3 divisions of the County Attorney's Office are firing on all cylinders. The great thing about it is that no matter at what point you are or who you are, the County Attorney's Office is probably somehow involved in your life, in your family's life, in your neighbor's life.
Hey, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? I really appreciate our team members in Henderson County government. They're the ones that keep the momentum going and protect and aid our citizens every day. Now, we're almost done. Just a few more comments from a friend of mine. He's really good looking, really smart. I think you'll love him. In the meantime, we're on the move. I gotta go.